Dear brothers and sisters of Poppies LA, how are you so far this week? Hope you and your families are doing well in this pandemic. Today is February 25th. We'll be reading Matthew 17, verse 14 to 27. Verse 14. When they came to the crowd, a man approached Jesus and knelt before him. Lord, have mercy on my son, he said. He has seizures and is suffering greatly. He often falls into the fire or into the water. I brought him to your disciples, but they could not heal him. You unbelieving and the perverse generation, Jesus replied. How long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring the boy here to me. Jesus rebuked the demon, and he came out of the boy, and he was healed at that moment. Then the disciples came to Jesus in private and asked, Why couldn't we drive it out? He replied, Because you have so little faith. Truly I tell you, you have faith as small as a mustard seed. You can say to this mountain, Move from here to there, and you will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. When they came together in Galilee, he said to them, The Son of Man is going to be delivered into the hands of men. They will kill him, and on the third day he will be raised to life. And the disciples were filled with grief. After Jesus and his disciples arrived in Capernaum, collectors of the 2 krona temple tax came to Peter and asked, Don't your teacher pay the temple tax? Yes, he does, he replied. When Peter came into the house, Jesus was the first to speak. What do you think, Simon? He asked. From whom do the kings of the earth collect duty and the taxes? From their own children or from others? From others, Peter answered. Then the children are exempt. Jesus said to him, But so that we may not cause offense, go to the lake and throw out your line. Take the first fish you catch, open its mouth, and you'll find a 4 drachma coin. Take it and give it to them for my tax and yours. The first half of today's verses recorded a story about Jesus cast demon out of a poor boy. It is a great example explaining some principles of faith. Here are 2 points worth mentioning. Number 1, nothing will be impossible if we have faith. We can even move mountains, like Jesus said. Number 2, we don't need a huge faith. Jesus said that even as small as mustard seed, and we can do wonder. So what is faith? Some people say it is like a wind. You can feel it, but you cannot see it. Some people say it's like electricity. You cannot see it, but you can see the light. Some people say it is like Wi-Fi. It's invisible, but through Wi-Fi you can go where you want to. Or as it is written in Hebrews, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. For me, this is what I like. People say faith is like a muscle. It grows with exercise. The more we see God accomplish in and through our lives, the stronger our faith will be. I believe you are the same as me, thinking this pandemic really sucks. But at the same time, there are also plenty of opportunity to get our muscle faith exercised. The second half of today's verses recorded yet another miracle done by Jesus. Peter followed Jesus' instruction and found a coin inside a fish's mouth, just enough to pay the tax collector. It seemed to be a strange story at first, but after reading for a few times, It is interesting to see how Jesus dealt with the tax collectors. Instead of confronting, he complied. I believe it's not because he agreed, but it's because he has a higher purpose, a more important thing to do. Just like he said in verse 22, the Son of Man is going to be delivered into the hands of men. They will kill him, and on the third day he will be raised to life. God's thoughts are higher than our thoughts, and though we don't always know His will at the moments because our limitations. Okay, this is for today. May God strengthen your faith and give you guidance on everything you're working on. Till next time.